The most painful kind of revenge isn't loud. It's not about throwing insults, getting even, or making a scene. No true revenge is quiet. It's calculated, and it leaves them haunted by their own regrets, wondering if they ever really knew you at all. Imagine this: you gave someone your trust, your loyalty, your time, and they threw it all away like it meant nothing. Maybe they lied to you, betrayed you, or humiliated you. Maybe they thought they could just walk away without consequences. But here's what they don't realize. The most dangerous kind of person is the one who doesn't seek revenge in anger but in silence. Because here's the truth: the moment you react emotionally, you give them power. They want to see you broken. They want you to lash out. They want to know they still have control over your emotions. But what if, instead of reacting, you disappeared? What if, instead of proving them wrong with words, you made them feel it in the deepest way possible? Today, I'm going to show you 11 ways to make them suffer silently. No drama, no confrontation, just pure strategic moves that will make them realize too late that they made the worst mistake of their life. Nothing frustrates a person more than being ignored. They expect you to react. They want to know they still have control over you. But when you show nothing, no anger, no sadness, no response, they start to panic. They start questioning themselves. They start wondering if they ever mattered to you at all. Taylor Swift didn't waste energy on those who doubted her. Instead of reacting, she took every criticism, every insult, every betrayal, and turned it into billion-dollar success. While they talked, she worked. And in the end, they had to watch her rise from a distance, knowing they could never be part of her world again. Silence is powerful. It makes people uncomfortable. It forces them to sit alone with their own guilt, their own regret. Because when you stop giving someone access to you, they have no choice but to feel the weight of your absence. The best revenge isn't proving them wrong, it's making them irrelevant in your life. And the only way to do that is by leveling up so much that they can't even reach you anymore. No warnings, no announcements, just results. When people betray you, they expect you to be broken. They expect you to dwell on them. But when you disappear and come back stronger, smarter, and more successful, they don't just feel regret. They feel replaced. They feel like they never even mattered. Cristiano Ronaldo was doubted early in his career. Critics said he wasn't strong enough, fast enough, good enough. Instead of engaging in pointless debates, he locked himself in the gym, trained harder than anyone else, and became one of the greatest footballers in history. Now, those same critics, they worship him. Work on your fitness. The better you look, the more they'll notice without you saying a word. Upgrade your skills, whether it's your career, a new language, or a side hustle. Improve in silence. Cut off distractions. Stop checking their social media. Stop wondering what they think. Stay focused. Pick one area of your life, your health, your finances, your skills, and silently work on it for 30 days. No posts. No updates. Just let them see the difference when they look for you and realize they don't recognize you anymore. People only realize your value when they can no longer reach you. If you really want them to suffer, you don't beg, you don't explain, you vanish. Distance forces reflection, and when someone can't access you, they start to obsess over why. When you argue, when you try to prove a point, you're still giving them attention. But when you remove yourself completely, you become a mystery. And nothing is more painful than wanting closure and never getting it. Tim Cook, Apple's CEO, rarely engages with public criticism. Instead, he stays focused, keeps working, and lets Apple's continued success speak for itself. That silence frustrates critics because they never get a reaction, they only see results. Stop texting first. If they reach out, take your time to respond or don't respond at all. Be unavailable. Make them wonder where you are, what you're doing, and why you don't need them anymore. Block if necessary. Not out of anger, but out of power. When they can't see you, they can't control the narrative. The less available something is, the more valuable it becomes. When you remove access to yourself, you increase your value in their mind, even if they don't deserve you. For the next week, cut off all unnecessary contact with someone who no longer deserves your energy. No texts, no likes, no indirect posts, just distance. Watch how fast they start noticing your absence. The greatest revenge isn't proving them wrong. It's making them completely irrelevant in your success story. While they waste time thinking about you, you're busy building an empire. Nothing burns more than watching someone you underestimated rise to levels you can never reach. That's why you don't argue. You don't seek revenge. You build. Kylie Jenner was mocked for her lips. Instead of defending herself, she turned that insecurity into a billion-dollar brand. Now, the same people who laughed at her are buying her products. Use rejection as fuel. Every no should push you closer to a yes. Set a major goal: fitness, business, financial freedom, and work on it relentlessly. Stay silent about your plans. Let your achievements do the talking. When they see you thriving, they'll wonder if they ever mattered to you at all. That's when they truly suffer. Set one high-level goal today, something ambitious, something that would shock them. Work on it every day without telling anyone. Let the results be your response. The moment you stop chasing, stop proving, stop explaining, you shift the power in your favor. People expect you to react, to seek closure, to fight for their approval. But when you stop playing their game, they lose all control over you. When you fight for someone's validation, you give them power over you. When you walk away without a word, you show them they never had power to begin with. Hollywood wrote off Robert Downey Jr. They said he was done. Instead of arguing or begging for another chance, he rebuilt himself in silence. Years later, he didn't just return, he became Iron Man and dominated the industry. Now, the same people who doubted him can't afford to ignore him. Identify one situation where you're overinvested, whether it's a relationship, a job, or a social circle, and start pulling back your energy. If someone is ignoring you, don't chase. If they disrespected you, don't argue. Just leave. Make your absence felt, not your words. People crave attention. When you deny them your energy, they start wondering why. And that's when they realize they need you more than you ever needed them. For the next week, stop chasing people who don't respect your value. Don't text first. Don't explain yourself. Just watch how the dynamic shifts when they realize you're no longer playing their game. The best revenge is when you don't have to explain yourself. You let your actions speak, and then you let others talk about your success. They'll spread your story, but only when you're far too busy to care. When you defend your actions, you invite others to challenge them. But when you let your results speak for themselves, there's nothing left to debate. Your silence will drive them mad as they try to figure out how you achieve success without them. Leonardo DiCaprio never feels the need to explain his career moves or defend himself against critics. Yet, his name is always trending. His work speaks for him, and the silence only fuels the intrigue. Stop explaining why you're doing what you're doing. Let your work and results speak for you. But don't engage in petty gossip. If someone tries to involve you in drama, simply step back and let them talk. Your absence will confuse them more than anything you could say. Let your reputation precede you. Let others spread your story, but make sure it's one of success, strength, and mystery. The less you say, the more they will talk. And when they talk, they'll be talking about your success. That's when the true revenge hits. For the next week, let your achievements do the talking. Stop explaining your moves to anyone. Watch how quickly people begin to talk about you and how little you need to say to make them listen. When you're mentally unshakable, nothing they do can affect you. The silent revenge lies in your ability to remain calm, focused, and unbothered, no matter how much they try to provoke you. The more you strengthen your mind, the less you're affected by external negativity. When someone tries to bring you down, your mindset should be so solid that you don't even flinch. Before Conor McGregor steps into the ring, he's already won the mental battle. He's prepared for the worst and thrives on pressure. His unshakable mindset makes him nearly invincible, regardless of the opponent. Develop a daily mental practice, meditation, journaling, or visualization to strengthen your focus and emotional control. Every time something or someone annoys you, remind yourself that you control how you respond. To stop letting anyone's negativity influence your mood or actions. Stay focused on your goals and keep moving forward. When you build a fortress within, their insults and negativity can't penetrate. Every insult will roll off you like water off a duck's back. When they doubt you, they're not attacking you, they're giving you the energy to prove them wrong. Every insult, every rejection, every moment of disbelief is just more fuel for your fire. Doubt doesn't hurt you. It helps you. When someone doubts your abilities, they just gave you a reason to push harder, achieve more, and show them they were wrong. The louder their doubt, the stronger you become. Emma Stone was told she would never make it in Hollywood. They said she wasn't pretty enough, tall enough, or Hollywood material. Now she's an Oscar-winning actress. She turned their doubts into motivation, and every win was a silent revenge. Create a doubt list. Every time someone doubts you, write it down and use it as motivation to push harder. Use their skepticism as the fuel that drives you forward. Prove them wrong with every success. When someone says you can't do something, take it as a challenge. Show them that their doubt only made you stronger. Every time someone doubts you, imagine their face when you succeed. That image will keep you moving forward when things get tough. For the next month, every time someone doubts your abilities, add it to your list and use it as motivation. By the end of the month, you'll have an arsenal of reasons to keep pushing. The less you reveal, the more people will want to know. You don't have to explain your every move, share your every detail, or broadcast your plans. When you leave things unsaid, you become more intriguing, more powerful. People are drawn to what they can't have. When you're an open book, they've already read the story. But when you're mysterious, they're constantly trying to figure you out, and in that chase, you hold all the power. Frank Ocean is one of the most talented musicians of his generation, but he keeps his personal life shrouded in mystery. His rare public appearances and limited social media presence make him even more of an enigma, and his work speaks volumes without him saying a word. Stop oversharing. Your plans, your struggles, and your successes don't need to be shared with everyone. Let your results speak for themselves. Let your actions surprise people rather than setting expectations. When people ask about your life or future, give vague answers. Let them fill in the gaps and wonder what you're really up to. The more you withhold, the more people will be intrigued. Let them wonder about your next move. It will drive them crazy and make you appear even more powerful. The ultimate form of silent revenge, walking away and thriving without them. When you move on, not only do you leave them behind, but you show them that their influence on your life was never as important as they thought. When you walk away from toxic situations, people, or relationships, you're not just moving forward, you're proving that your life, success, and happiness don't rely on anyone else. They thought you needed them. You show them that you never did. Zlatan Ibrahimovic leaves a football club, and the club falls into decline, while Zlatan continues to shine in his career. His departure was not an emotional outburst or loud statement. It was simply a matter of walking away from something that no longer served him, and he thrived in silence as a result. Identify relationships or situations that are no longer benefiting you. Walking away doesn't mean losing, it means freeing yourself to grow. When someone expects you to chase them or beg for their approval, simply walk away. Watch how their power over you dissipates. Focus on building your life and success independently, without needing anyone's permission or validation. When you stop chasing, they'll chase you. When you stop needing them, they'll need you. And when you walk away, you've already won. The best revenge is a life so fulfilling and successful that they become irrelevant to your story. When you walk away and keep winning, they'll be the ones left wondering what happened. Revenge doesn't always mean confrontation or revenge in the traditional sense. The most powerful revenge is in your ability to rise above, stay silent, and let your success make them irrelevant. When you focus on yourself, they'll only ever wonder what went wrong. Comment below, which of these 11 strategies will you start using today to make them suffer silently? If you've gained something valuable from this video, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more powerful tips on mastering your mindset in life.